it on?
It's on.
Hi, this is Jimmy, and I'm not really doing this particular thing in character. I'm just doing it as me. Chris had an idea. This Chris behind the camera had an idea of doing a tour of my toy room, and other people have asked me if I could be a little more in depth with the stuff I have in my room. I like to see what you have, so I guess this is what we're doing, Chris. I guess we're going to go through my room and just show you the different things that I have. Chris, you're going to have to talk to me as we go through this.
Okay, well,
I'll close the door first.
Yeah, show me some of your...
And I guess we're going to start here at this wonderful corner. Do you want to start here?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is what you want to do? All right, what is an area that you'd like to sort of concentrate on?
Well, I like, you got a Gremlin shelf over here. You got lots of horror. You know, I love the turtle stuff, but I'm not so excited about these pop figures. I know that you
that's sort of my, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It makes a good backdrop for videos and whatnot.
You got a little obsessed with it for a little while.
I did, and I'm starting to OD, but, you know, they're up to the ceiling pretty much, so I sort of feel like I'm kind of done with the Funko Pops. Well, let's start over here with these Spice Girls. I originally had more of these, and I didn't buy Baby because I hated Baby. But a couple of years ago, I decided that I saw the error of my ways, and I bought a Baby Spice to go with the others. Okay, they're all over here. So now I have all the Spice Girls. I used to have I have the on tour ones, but I used to have the ones that also came with like more accessories. They were in a bigger pack. I think I sold those. But I really went through a big Spice Girls phase during that time. So I have a lot of Spice Girls stuff. Do you see anything down here, Chris, that interests you?
No, but I'm sure your viewers might like to hear about this Chris Kattan mask.
But does this interest you? Part 3. I have no idea what happens in part 1 and 2, but this is 3 is kind of a best of, so I know what happens in 1 and 2. But yeah, this is always down here.
Yep, I have part 1 if you want to check that out.
I would like look. This is a Mars Attacks gun. And it used to like gestate and do stuff, but it doesn't really do anything anymore. Now it's covered in cat hair.
Tell the story with the Chris Kattan mask.
Okay, Chris Kattan mask. So, Chris Kattan did not sign this. Bruce Campbell signed this at a in-store. Where was that?
Holly Cook.
Holly Cook. Bruce Campbell was there promoting If Chins Could Kill. And we thought it would be funny to go up and have him sign things that he had nothing to do with. Chris had him sign an enema. That's right. That's what it was?
Yep.
Okay. And I thought I was working at Showcase at the time, and we had these Corky Romano masks. So I had him sign my Corky Romano mask. It says, "This is not me, Bruce Campbell." Look, it was on Halloween, wasn't it?
It was.
That's pretty awesome that we actually know exactly what day that it happened.
I knew that. I got my first tattoo that day.
Really?
That exact day, that 2001.
There's a lot of fun things over in this corner. Here is if we can see, Joe Dante signed my Archer from Small Soldiers. He told me how much he disliked the movie, and then I had him sign a figure from the movie, which was really fun that happened. Also, for Joe Dante, we see a picture of Dick Miller signed over here, and Melissa Swan. This used to hang in the bathroom, and it probably will soon again. I was not here for this. Someone decided it would be funny to have Melissa Swan sign a picture to me. To Jimmy, thanks for watching, Melissa Swan. I don't know why it was funny, but it's still a thing that I always have in my house, in my room. And it's important. This is my childhood Smurfette pillow. That's about all I have to say about it. But we were talking about Molar versus Skeletor. This was a Robot Chicken bit that they turned into a Mattel set. This is great, $10 at Big Lots, because they originally like $100 on Mattel's website, and then no one bought that stuff. So they sold it all to Big Lots, and I got this for $10. I'm pretty proud about that. What's back here? Okay, those are just those Disney Store sets of Star Wars that anyone can get. Not that interesting. John Kay signed that Jimmy of the Future, Jimmy the Idiot Space person thing for me. I've never taken it out of the package, because it just looks great in a package. But he did sign, John Kay signed to my pal Jimmy. So I think that's pretty awesome. Who is John Kay, Chris?
John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy.
The creator of Ren and Stimpy. Very important to us.
Spunko.
Yes, from Spunko. The Danes call it quality. Spunko. So what do we have here? What interests you here? Does anything interest you?
Well, I happen to know you're not a big Donnie Darko fan, and he's kind of out of place there.
I'm not, but look at that goddamn rabbit.
That's a good-looking rabbit.
These are real hard to find now. These Mars Attacks. I wonder if it doesn't do anything, but it used to do the ack ack ack.
He's dead.
I always wanted the girl figure, the girl, but I don't have that one. I've always wanted to get that one, but they're real expensive now. So these are like some of the McFarlane, like NECA kind of stuff. I got a bunch more of these packed up, but these are all that's out here at the moment. Leech Woman is back there from Puppet Master, so that's pretty cool that she's just chilling in the back there with a leech sticking out of her mouth. We got 2 puzzle boxes. This was one of those original models. I had Doug Bradley, it's over there actually, had Doug Bradley sign the instructions. But this is glued together. It's one of the first horror things I got, probably when I was like 14, when horror was actually a thing. And it was kind of weird and scary, but now it's, you can buy it at Walgreens. So, not that interesting anymore. What do we have here? I never met, what's this guy's name? Tom Savini. I think Teresa actually had met him and assigned a thing to me. So, I hear he's a dick. That's what I hear about Tom Savini.
Yeah.
But he was nice enough to sign this.
Pretty talented.
Yeah. Anything here interests you on this shelf, Chris?
You got some Slimer dolls and some Nightmare Before Christmas, and this shelf really interests me down here with your...
Point out some things that interest you down there.
Well, I like this Dirty Dog and Cherry and stuff from Pee-wee, but you don't have a whole lot of Pee-wee stuff.
I do, remember when you're a kid, you just have to go with what your parents buy you.
That's
and my
true.
parents never bought me Pee-wee, but they did buy me his friends. I never had Cowboy Curtis.
That's good.
I just had random ones. Conky's chilling up here.
Oh, yeah, Conky.
Here's look, I'm drinking a New Glarus Spotted Cow, and here's the one signed by the guys from Red Letter Media.
Huh.
Those of you who are fans of Red Letter Media, that's all 2 of you. That'll be an interesting thing for you. There's a lot of weird... I'm trying to think how this is... If I have a method for any of this madness. I see Ghostbusters. I see Goonies. So I guess this is more like an 80s kind of thing here that I have going on.
Mm-hmm.
Going down here, more cartoon stuff. There's some McFarlane stuff back there, like the freaky, like the freak kind of things, which I dig. Here's like a Mighty Mug. Do you kids remember Mighty Mugs? They were a thing for a while. Now it's all Funko Pops. Some guy I worked with at Charter gave me Ren and Stimpy. What are these called, Chris? The monkeys.
Monkeys in a barrel?
The barrel of monkeys, but they're Ren and Stimpy.
That's fun.
See? That's what they look like. I didn't even know this was a thing, but he gave this to me. And I don't remember that guy's name, but it's a cool thing that I have. You going down, or can you come down with me?
I guess so.
Okay, let's see what we have down here on the shelf.
Okay.
Is anything here interesting at all?
I don't know.
Here's a frog, and you can lift this up and see what's inside the frog. Like his innards and whatnot.
Okay.
This is not interesting at all. I'm gonna put it back.
No, that's not a good toy.
Oh, here's one of the new kids.
Look at this.
And there's Steve Irwin. Someone gave that to me.
Which new kid is that?
Is this Joey?
I don't know.
People, tell us who this is. Write in on the comments page and say who. I think it's Joey McIntyre. Macintosh?
I don't know.
I think it's Joey McIntyre. But they'll let us know. They're into that kind of stuff.
I only know the Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's definitely not a Wahlberg. But I think the Steve Irwin thing was a Subway toy that came out when the...
When did Subway have toys?
They always had toys. They have had little meals, and you can buy you can get toys in their little... I don't know if they call them a Happy Meal, but...
I don't think they can call it that.
They do have meals. I don't know if they still do, but...
Look at this. This is fun.
Yeah, that's Penelope Pitstop from your Wacky
Races.
Mm-hmm. What's back there? There's a Marv figure back there. Here's a... I used to collect Beanie Babies like crazy, but now I just have the Peace Bear. He was $3. When I bought this during that craze, I probably bought him for $60, but I think my mom gave them away to a convalescent home or something. So I don't have any of those Beanie Babies anymore that I spent money on. But I do have the Peace Bear, who I bought for $3 at some shithole. So I'm glad I still have that. I'm gonna put Count Chocula back. Here's a sperm. No, this is an egg cell.
Okay.
I have some sperm down here, Chris. I know. I
Yeah,
do.
it better not be a
Oh,
big...
here's some. What is this? This is an amoeba. I know I have a sperm. Here is what is this? This is the kissing disease. What is that? Mumps? I think that's mumps.
Not mumps. Mono.
Is that mono?
You said kissing.
This is the kissing disease. Mononucleosis. Okay, so that's mono. I'm really getting him looking for the sperm because I know God's not. Here's shigellosis. Is that what that is? I don't know.
These are kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, you can buy these. You can buy like microbes. You can buy big ones or small ones, and they come in like a heart. I think I gave them.
Who collects that? Biologists?
Yeah. Well, it's just funny because like, look, it's it's like a think geek kind of thing. I know there's sperm down here, but never mind.
You lost. Somebody stole your sperm.
Someone stole the sperm. I don't know. My wife might have it. I don't know. But I think I bought these for her one year. So there's a bunch of diseases, and there's that. And the Universal Monsters, of course. Of course, I have He-Man stuff. I really love this. I could knock over a million things getting this out, but I think it'll be worth it. I love this puzzle. This is creepy He-Man. There is so many levels of creepiness going on in this puzzle. Hope it doesn't reflect. But here, Skeletor and Beastman are creeping on He-Man. He-Man is creeping on Attila back here. So there are many levels
Where did you get that?
of creepy. I just bought it at like
The Peddler's Mall or
the
something?
Peddler's Mall, yeah. And I just saw it and I was like, I have to have that. See how I've like put saran wrap over it so it doesn't
Yes.
fall apart?
That's good.
It's $12. It's probably the creepiest He-Man thing that exists, which is kind of hard to believe because there's a lot of creepy He-Man shit. Gremlins. What do you think about these Gremlins?
I love the Gremlins.
These are candy. I've never opened them. A friend gave them to me. I had them when I was a kid, but I didn't end up saving them. This Gizmo watch. It's never been removed from package.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. There's the, I'm sure some of you older cats back there are seeing the Hardy's records back there, which are a must-have if you're a Gremlin guy. Also a must-have is another signature from Joe Dante to Jimmy from Joe Dante. But yeah, I mean, the Spider Gremlin is a necessity. So yeah, and the back Gremlins hanging up, it seems like a good time to transition. The fact that there's a back Gremlin hanging up there.
There he is.
Which is an awesome sculpt, and it seems like it took forever for that to come out. But I don't think they ever made the female Gremlin into a figure, which is kind of unbelievable.
The Batman 66 stuff is great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's modern, you said?
Yeah, all this stuff is new, because it took years for, I believe it was, well, of course, Warner's and Fox, I think, to work out the deal to make the merchandise and actually make the show come out on Blu-ray. So, but now it's just like they just barf this stuff up. There's tons of Batman 66. But I'm not complaining. But it's great that you can go to just like an FYE and there's Batman 66 stuff, because it certainly didn't used to be that way. I like this. I think I did a little video on these little Q figures, whatever they are, where you can write a little thing on there like she's saying some stuff. So I think that's real cute. There's the marker, so you can write whatever you want. You can change this before you leave, Chris. You can write whatever you
it's
want.
dry erase?
Yeah, it's dry erase. So you can put some kind of filthy saying on there.
Oh, I'll probably do that.
Yeah, you should totally do that. Totally do that. The kids will love that. But yeah, 66. But here we have, I wish Hanna-Barbera, I think McFarlane, these might be McFarlane. I think McFarlane and Hanna-Barbera came together and made these figures. Of course, the Flintstone set where you can make the car fall over.
That's cool.
You get the whole thing. Yeah. Those of you, do you remember? You remember E.T., kids? Of course you do. But they made an E.T. Furby. Never turn a Furby on. You can look at them and think how fun they are. But don't turn these goddamn things on because they're annoying as hell. I don't think it even has batteries in it.
What does E.T. say?
But he just sounds like a Furby. I mean, his heart light comes on, and I think his finger might light up. Yeah, his finger lights up, so that's real cool. And I mean, I can't. I have to have something like this. But yeah, never turn on when he's goddamn Furbies because they never stop talking. I have a Gizmo one too, and that one's really goddamn annoying. Pizza, pizza.
Oh, that's
Look at
good.
that chest hair. I worked at Little Caesars for years, and I stole this
Oh.
because I deserved it for all the years I worked there. If you have a room like this, you have to have some kind of Viewmaster. This is a Smurf Viewmaster. Because why not?
So what are some of your favorite pops? Because you've got some obscure ones. Some fun ones.
Hell.
Like I like this Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that's from the Guardians line. I like Snagglepuss.
That's weird.
I like the Roger Rabbit ones are pretty fun. Of course, I'm a Golden Girls guy, so I like the Golden Girls. Metaluna Mutant.
So how come you take some of them out of the package?
Some of them I'll take out just to like random, like Christmas. I'll always take out like the Christmassy ones. Like I think I have Rudolph ones, and I have some other holiday ones that I'll take out and put around the tree. And sometimes I'll just want them on the desk. Like I'm like, hey, today would be a good day for Tim the Enchanter. So I'll take out Tim the Enchanter and put him on the desk. So it's just kind of, there's E.T. again. Because these...
You and your damn Spice
More
Girls.
Spice Girls. As you can tell, I'm a posh guy. So for a while I was collecting everything that had posh on it. I still have, maybe we'll find them, I have some of the old candies. They're like a Pop Rocks. I think they're in the Spice Girls lunchbox if we can find that. But yeah, I'm a posh guy. Who were you into, Chris?
I also liked Posh, but
you were posh?
David Beckham got her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems a little snooty.
I like Ginger too, because she seems like a fun gal. Rocco gave this to me. This is for you, Rocco. Notice this was $6.99. Then it got marked down 5 more times until it was finally 99 cents. The most worthless figure ever. Lex Luthor punches himself in the face. That's his. Every kid wants a figure to punch himself in the face. And
No, I like Joker. I like that. I like that Sam figure. What's that?
It's a sideshow thing. You can actually take this off, and his face looks great. Yeah, comes with the sucker. This is real. I usually take this out and put this out there for Halloween too. But again, slacking this year.
Yeah.
Right up on top is a little kids Toys R Us chainsaw signed by the cast of Texas, the original Texas, Gunnar Hansen, and what's those other assholes' name?
Toby?
No, all the people, the hitchhiker.
I don't know their names.
And the guy who was played Grandpa, who is always in here in Louisville.
John Dugan.
John Dugan, yeah. They signed that at some con or something.
Turtle Shelf.
Turtle Shelf. So, most of the things I have, I picked up into my teenage and 20s, 30s. But most of these turtles, all these turtles back here, are the turtles I grew up with. So, you have like the Donatello, whose head pops out. Everyone had that. Ace Duck is back there.
Nobody has his wings.
No one has the wings. Yeah, I think the hat I may still have in a baggie somewhere. What the hell is all back here? Michelangelo who squirts water out of his mouth.
That's a weird
Oh,
one.
the Homie the Clown. Here's the Homie the Clown. Michelangelo, who actually came with a sock, just like Homie the Clown. Again, most of their weapons and stuff have fallen, or they're in a package somewhere. So
This one's really cool from the first comic.
yeah, that's some dude was talking to me about this today. How these are really expensive now. I only just have the one Michelangelo because they'll have the red mask, of course, and they made black and white ones too.
That's cool.
But you had to buy them on a pack. So those are the things you want to hold on to when you find like in a garbage bag in the attic. You want to hold on to this stuff. Don't be like I won't need it. Because later in your life, you're going to be tracking this shit down, and you're going to want to have it on your shelf, or at least look at it. Or if you have kids, you're like, hey, Dad played with this. And Dad played with this April O'Neil. It's important that you know that. And here is, those of you who remember the candies, the Freddy candies. This is, I wish I had all these, but they all have different pictures of Freddy with like different sayings on it, like little jokes. Can I take your order? This one came in this cute little thing, so that's pretty awesome to have that. That's a Freddy water squirter.
That's kind of
That
weird.
Toys R Us sold at the time. A lot of this stuff, because back in the day, this stuff was at Toys R Us, and people were like, "What? This?" It was kind of a scandal, and they stopped selling that kind of stuff. But nowadays, you can walk into Toys R Us and buy any of this stuff. So it's pretty cool. Now everyone wants to buy when they want to buy something from me because I'm a nerd. They always buy me playing cards. So I have 1,000 playing cards of like Star Wars, whatever it is, and I hate playing cards. Oh, this should not be over here. This should be over with the Gremlin stuff. Rocco bought this for me. That's pretty cool.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. This shelf is just madness as I'm looking at it. There's the picture. There's the John Waters picture that John Waters signed of me and T dressed as John Waters and Divine. He's just kind of hanging out back there. There's a picture of Schlitzie back there. I think that was used in Billion Action. And here's just a bunch of random stuff. Like John McClane is here, comedian, Dr. Teeth. I am the Lord Darkness is back there too. This is a Woolly Willy, kids. Remember these? With a magic wand? That's a fun thing to have. I don't even know if they still... Is this still a thing? Like, do your kids know what this is?
No.
They don't sell these in stores anymore.
No.
That's pretty unfortunate. Now, one time Chris was an idiot and he didn't get to meet. He decided not to talk to Linda Blair.
We were standing very close.
That's right.
Oh, that's good.
It does a thing. Look at all these goddamn playing cards. Look, Story of Darth Vader playing cards. Just Star Wars poster playing cards. Kylo Ren playing cards. Heroes playing cards. Texas playing cards. The Ladies of Star... Well, this is...
Yeah, that's your favorite?
Yeah, I will keep these for a dark night. This is the Suicide Girl Barbie that I made for a bit. It's funny, I always find her shoe in a weird place, this other shoe, and then I always forget to put it on the goddamn doll. But I do have her shoe somewhere, and one of these days I'll find it again, and I won't put it on her because I forget where she is. So bookmark this. This is where the Suicide Girl Barbie is. So I'll remember where it is when I find the pink shoe.
Or not. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, isn't it?
You could have been Jaws for Halloween.
What is it, like a big vagina on my face? Is the whole thing? I think I have the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. This wasn't mine. A child wore this who I don't know. And I bought this on eBay.
Wow.
But look at the smock. You kids watch this. This is what we grew up with.
Halloween costumes.
This was what we wore.
Oh, I never wore that.
You never wore stuff like this?
No.
Oh, I totally wore stuff like this. I was Alf and I was Roger Rabbit. But one day I hope to actually get like a pegboard and get pegs and put these figures on pegs like it's in a sticker in a store.
Yeah.
Like that's sort of what I would like to do one of these days. But these are most of the He-Man, the Masters of the Universe classics. They're really expensive, so I don't have that many of them. But again, Big Lots had a lot of them for $10, so I bought a bunch of them. There's some Michael Jackson stickers, some Michael Jackson puffy stickers there.
You're probably the only person with a Grimace doll.
Oh, I'm sure other people have Grimace dolls, right? But look at this. There's Davey and Goliath there.
Why do you have that?
Because I love Davey and Goliath.
You're super religious.
No, I just like the creeping. It's Art Clokey. It's Who Made Gumby. I mean, that's great.
There is no Dana.
There is only Zol. Yeah, there's Zol right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you need to. Oh my god. I lost his glasses, so I cut these out of construction paper. Because otherwise, you're just like, who is this man? But when you see the glasses, you're like, oh, that's Master P. Now, do we think he still works?
Probably. No.
He did as of recently.
Does he go?
I think you can hear the mechanics working. Oh, you can barely hear him.
Well, you know what? He lives in Louisville, and I think that you're probably one of the few people that owns that, and we need to go track him down and have him sign it.
But look what's hidden here. I have I have a little Master P who hangs out inside Master P.
A little Master P.
Well, these need no introduction. Everyone knows, like, the Matchbox, Freddy, and it's like probably the best thing I own. I just love that that's a thing. The Pee-wee is a reproduction. It says 2000, so it's not the pull. I don't think it's a pull string. I think
Is it
it's
a button?
It's a push. I think it's a push button. It's a
Oh.
push button. Yeah, so it's not the original. Like my dad wouldn't buy me dolls, so I really showed him, didn't I? But I do have the Urkel, which we'll pull Urkel out. I recently went on a Family Matters kick. I was watching a lot of those on Hulu. He does work. He was $29.99 at Big Wheel, but I probably bought him for $50 on eBay. He's a little speedy, but he still works. Yeah, this is like the most '90s thing there is. Yeah, so here it's all a mess because the cats jump up here. But here's the Playmobil Ghostbusters set, which is just awesome. I'm so happy that I have it. Look, you can fit the Ecto inside. You couldn't do this with the one that we had as kids, but you can pull it in there. It makes noises and stuff. There's an Ecto cooler just hanging out there. These are great sets. They're expensive, but look how shabby it is. The cats just jump up here and knock this stuff out of hell. Yeah.
That's an original?
This was mine. This was the one I had as a kid.
I had the Darth Vader one.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't get to pick. My parents just bought whatever I would have picked the Vader, but they just bought, whatever. Still has the stickers. Watto is in there, so that's wrong. And I don't have a lot of Raphaels, so I decided to buy a reproduction of Raphael, which I've since learned is the most popular turtle. It actually starts with Raphael in sales. Raphael, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Donatello. People don't buy Donatellos,
Really?
so they don't make a lot of Donatellos. Raphael is the most popular turtle. I think it's the color of the mask.
Really?
I don't think it has anything to do with the actual character.
I think it's because he's cool but rude.
I guess, but
But he's always my favorite.
it's within all lines, though. Even nowadays, people still buy Raphael more than they buy any other. And I actually have less Raphaels than any other character.
Right.
Nobody likes a Charlie in the box.
There you go. It's Christmassy.
Yeah. I usually put him out by the tree every year. He's a little dusty, but you can put him down there and pop out, but the cat'll shit if I do it, so I'm not gonna, I'm not. Probably one of the most expensive things I have is this Hot Toys. Thriller Michael Jackson, because Hot Toys are just so expensive. This might have been $200. I don't remember. But you can change him back into non-zombie Michael Jackson too. And I'm a Michael Jackson guy, so I have to have that. That's my original Woody. I bought my original Woody. I bought this before I even saw Toy Story. I saw the designs and said, I want this. I need to have this Woody. I also said I need to have this Buzz Lightyear because the designs I just fell in love with before I even saw the movie.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
He's got coins in him. I used him for a video, so he's full up. What do you think about Tone Loc?
That's not Tone Loc, dude.
Oh no, that's Eat Flavor Flav. What am I talking about? It's late.
You're fired.
Sitting there drinking his beer. Here's some stuff I used in videos. Of course, the Batman cereal. Snoopy Snow Cone Maker, which is something that everyone needs in there. They don't need to use it because it doesn't work for shit, but it's fun to look at, and you're like, oh, I had one of those as a kid, so that's a thing everyone connects to. That's something, but I've never gotten it.
Okay, how about your turtles? These are good.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite thing in the whole room.
I mean, I don't need to buy anything turtle ever again. I don't think I do. I mean, these were the turtles I wanted when I was 10, and probably my favorite version of turtles. And they're here. I can move them. I can do whatever I want with them. And it's a great thing. It's like they were made just for me because it's the thing I always wanted. So
They're really cool. 1990 Jim Henson design.
right, and they're I mean to the T.
They're gorgeous.
They look great. This is wrong. This woman has just cut, chopped, broken, and burned 5 men. She only kills 4 men in the movie, and she doesn't burn anyone.
And the girl in the poster's not.
That's not Camille Keaton.
That's not the girl from the film.
That's not. So everything's a lie. This is like this is exploitation at its best because everything here is a lie, but it's wonderful. It's time for the feats of strength.
Getting all your Christmas stuff out.
Get over here and face your father. Yeah, I have a festival.
I've got a lot of grievances to air.
With you people. Oh, this is neat. Look at this.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Sam Hain, and it comes with the first female Ghostbuster. I'd like to point out that this was the first female Ghostbuster. Janine was a Ghostbuster in the later shows. This folds up, and it's like the front of the, it's like this. But I bet if I open it, it'll suck. It just looks a lot better in package, so I'm not going to open it. But it's real cool to have. Barbersville. You need to go to Billy Bob's Wonderland at 5 Cracker Barrel Drive and see the Rocket Fire explosion. They've just been redone, and apparently it looks great. But I haven't been yet. Maybe we should do that sometime.
We should.
Yeah,
that
it's
would
like
be
4
fun.
hours. I would totally like to. I went there when my birthday's. Aha, my birthday's in January.
Oh, shit.
I think it's time to go back to Billy Bob's Wonderland.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's what I think. So we're getting over here in the corner. Yeah, I like Pez. What do you want to fight about it? A lot of Pez.
Ray cereal.
I like Ray. So whatever. Why am I getting defensive and weird?
I don't know.
All of a sudden. This is cool because one time I had a Kelly Kapowski doll. I took it out of package, unfortunately, but this was the yearbook that came with Kelly Kapowski. It just has pictures of all the cast, but it apparently was a yearbook. I wish I still had her in package. It's one of the things I really regret in my life that I took her out of package. What do you see over here that might interest you?
Oh, nothing, Jimmy. I've seen it all before. Let's check out the closet real quick.
No, look at my.
You want to look at it all?
Look at my Leias. Look at all these Leias I have. I like Princess Leia, damn it.
Yes, we know that.
Look at all of them. This is a big one. Look, this one's real big. Wait, no, this one's kind of small. Gets bigger, and this is the biggest one.
That's a big one.
That's the biggest one I have. That's like a 12-inch Leia. Oh my God, there's the one that looks like a man. The monkey face Leia up in the corner, which is one of the worst sculpts I've ever seen. I mean, Carrie Fisher, it's kind of hard to capture her, but that is like terrible. She looks like Val Kilmer in that one. There's some fun. This is what I was talking about earlier, that I had Doug Bradley sign this this little, because back in the day, it was hard to find something for someone like this to sign. You couldn't just like buy a pinhead thing, so he signed the instructions to the. I don't know why I cut out a piece of it, but you see he signed around it. So Doug Bradley was at like Industrial Nightmare or something, so I had him sign this for nothing, because back then people would just sign shit for no reason and for free. Kane Hodder signed this Jason picture. This girl drew me this picture, and I just had it of Jason, and so I had Kane Hodder sign it, and I was like, I swear I did not draw this picture. I could draw a better picture of Jason than this, and he did not believe me, which was kind of funny. Of course, John Waters signed this to me, which is great. One of his Day of the Dead talk he did, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it's late, so I'm winding down. He did not come. This is weird. He did not come with an umbrella.
He didn't?
No, because they couldn't fit it. It would have been a bigger price point. So this is like a Barbie umbrella or something that I bought online. So now he has an umbrella. He has dots on it. No one ever asked, because it's weird he would have dots on an umbrella. But this is not his umbrella. It's like a weird doll umbrella. This was your idea to put Bozo in here, so let's put Bozo out.
Okay.
Now that we're out.
He's bulky and on the way.
What about that? Yeah. This ID4 alien, some girl just showed up at Showcase Cinemas one day and gave this to me. And I pawned her off on Billy.
So she was a fan of your show?
She was a fan of me.
Of you.
So I sicked her on Billy. I said, sick her, or sick him. And I got rid of her. These are Teresa's, these are her original Light-Brite and her original Easy Bake Oven. Of course, I never had an Easy Bake Oven for reasons, nowadays, hey, it's okay. We can all have Easy Bake Ovens. But this was her Easy Bake Oven. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. You were talking about the Yogi mask.
Yeah, I like that.
I got that in Gallenberg. Lunch boxes. Oh, I talked about this earlier. It's all right if shit falls. Inside, you ready for this? Yeah. Inside the Spice Girls lunchbox is a cavalcade of wonders. One, there is a thermos. Yeah. But two, I forgot I had all these. But look at all these. I should eat one of these for the show, for my thing. Not right now, but there's like little suckers that have pictures of all the girls on them. This is right after like their second album came out. At least these are.
So you're actually a fan of the music too?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Why not? I like pop music. This is 29 cents. Can you imagine how much this would be at Spencer's nowadays? There's a Mr. Bean mask. When I was doing the comic at the Louisville Cardinal, they had a bunch of these, so I just took one. So
That I like.
there's my Sweet Pickles bus,
That's really cool.
which is amazing. I did a video on it. I never had this as a kid, so it was a lot of fun to have it.
I had the books.
As an adult, wait a minute. Is the sperm in here? No. This is where the sperm was in.
He's
but
still looking for the
that sperm is over there in that mess of dolls and stuff. Here's just a bunch of turtle hands for those 18-inch turtles. Yeah, they really come with everything that you could possibly need. As far as there's probably one where he flips off. I don't know.
That's
But
weird.
There's a bunch of hands in there. Oh God, Yoda puppets in here.
Wow.
Yeah, this is Yoda Puppet 2, because the original one it started to eat away and I had to throw it away. But this is the new Yoda Puppet. I need to do something else with Yoda Puppet because these puppets don't last forever. You can have it. It's just kind of hanging around in here.
I'll take that.
You really want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
You could go behind the door.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that.
There's an Alf mask. I've had this since I was a little, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of the only masks I have left because I used to collect masks, but they don't last forever.
I sure don't.
What about this guy?
It's a Vigo.
That's Vigo the Carpathian.
And Homie.
There's Homie the Clown. This is the best thing I ever got out of a crane machine.
Really?
Yeah, he was like this.
Huh.
He was all his feet were up like that, so he was easy to get. But he even has the sock. They're just hanging out here. Dr. Oldham is chilling up here. He's kind of in retirement at the moment. I'm going to bring you in here with me, Chris. One of these days, I have a Schlitzie from Freaks model kit.
Huh.
I can't paint. So if any of you out there can paint and want to put this together for me, I would probably pay to do it because I can't do stuff like this. But I do have a Schlitzie from Freaks
That's really weird.
model kit. And it's great, but again, I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Look at this. This is an eyesore. And it's just kind of hidden back here. This is the old Champions picture. And look, my face got a little messed up there. But yeah, this just kind of hangs back here. And I don't know. Look at Rocco. He looks like a mortician. This is Billy's VHS tape, Louisville versus Kentucky game, 1987, He-Man Christmas Special, Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, and Munchies.
That's a good tape.
This is probably the best VHS tape I have, and it's there's so much awesomeness on this it can't even be contained. I had this Cindy Crawford poster in my room when I was that age, when I was like 13. This is not the one I had, but I bought. No one even knows this is here. Like, it's behind the door in my closet.
I've never seen it.
Nobody knows this hangs back here. But it's like the best poster ever. And I had to have it just somewhere. Like, it's in a dark corner of a closet. I don't even know why. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's Cindy Crawford, but...
Man, he sneaks in here to find the sperm.
Yeah, that's where you would think the sperm would be in here since this is in here. But I think the sperm is out there with my dolls. This is actually from an episode of He-Man and Masters of the Universe of Stratos. A couple Stratoses. Stratoi, I don't know what the plural is. This is my favorite episode of He-Man with Plundor the Spoiler. You can see that the artist, there's like, I guess, the number of the specific drawing and whatever. But this is one of my favorite episodes, so I have this this artist thing, until they make it into a cell. This is an actual cell of Teela, because, I love Teela.
And where'd you get these?
Some guy was just selling them. Like He-Man animation art is like a dime a dozen, so you can go online and find. These were like a couple bucks. Is that everything?
I think that about wraps it up.